Yasharal, Shalom, Shalom, Shalom. Peace, Israel. Before I get started with this lesson, I got to give all the praises, all the honor, and all the glory to our Heavenly Father and His only beloved Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, Barakati Yahweh, Barakati Yahweh Shai, at the water, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, for another beautiful day. It's another blessed day here on this planet Idon, and I'm the water. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai for waking us up this morning into His Yapa'ah, beautiful royal family, and the water. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai for His everlasting grace and mercy and favor that He has shown to bestowed upon us here in these last days, and the water. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai for the spirit of life, the breath of life, the Rakakodash, the Holy Spirit that you have breathed into our nostrils, once more causing us to remember ourselves again here in these last days in the land of our captivity, and the water. Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai for my sifus, that apostles and elders of GMS rule well and they teach well, and the branches that teach us just like them, and peace and blessings to the Bayav Dawadas David scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Shalom. Sure, surely back with another quick lesson. We're gonna keep, talking about this more and more, because because we in these we truly believe, and this is our hope and our faith, that we believe we are that generation that's going to see the return of the legendary return of the one who this world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. And it's all over the scriptures, how he's going to return in such a fashion. But what we're here to do is just connect the dots and to make it make sense and to make it plain unto you, because it's so much information going out, and it's like I said, it's going to be evident, and it's going to be crystal clear in that day that the things we've been saying has been true all along, and it's going to be made manifest, man. And that's in the scriptures. The end is going to be declared. The end is going to be made manifest. The truth is going to be declared, and it's just coming out more and more. So talk about these spaceships, these so-called UFOs. We keep telling you, who's piloting those spaceships in the high heavens. It's in the scriptures, and we break it down to you all the time. And what they say now, African American type extraterrestrial seen on mile-long spacecraft. Ooh, yeah, that's it. We're gonna get some precepts. What I'm saying? We're not gonna make this video too long, but this is what we prophesy about, man. The coming of the one who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, and He's gonna return with His mighty ones. With the thousands of heaven. He's gonna. It's written of in the book of Jude, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of His saints. So let's get it.
Over a mile in length. One of them landed on the airport landing strip area. When it touched the ground, it created an earthquake like about a 3.5 to 4.0. It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ships with, they were huge weapons. And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquerors, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them of arrogance. That is exactly what these extraterrestrials had, and they informed these people at this American Air Force base that not only were they from a militaristic society, but they had controlled a large portion of the galaxy that we live in. And this was the statement that Ronald Reagan was making to the United Nations when he said that if all the countries from outer space and from an alien civilization, we would all come together, but he was not allowed to make this statement. What I tell you is true, and the gentleman that you had on before, tell him to look up.
Often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat.
We're over a mile in length.
Yeah, so that's it on that. See? That's it on that. And once again, it's all starting to make sense now, man. Call hello, Yahweh Shema Shai. This is our hope. The battle horn is being blown, and help is coming. Help will come.
One of them,
that help comes from the heavens. That help comes from the heavens above, man. And hey, it's gonna get really interesting out here, man. And that day, when the Eclectos, when the remnant of Yasharallah, needs help the most, that's when the Most High is gonna show his wonders again, man, his mighty works. And the angels are huge